Hey everybody, I'm here today with a driving lesson for turning right. In this video, I'll be going over the basics for making right-hand turns. Without further ado, let's get right to it. I'm going to basically be explaining and demonstrating the process sort of at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and drive ahead, and I'll make many right-hand turns throughout this video, and I'll explain what I'm doing. So first and foremost, as you are approaching the turn, okay, you want to make sure that you put your right signal on, you check your rear view mirror, you check your right side mirror and your right blind spot. And then obviously you have to follow the rules of the road, either come to a complete stop if you're approaching a stop sign, or just slow down and be prepared to stop if there isn't a stop sign and if you have the right of way. So right now my right signal's on, check my rear view mirror, my right side mirror, my right blind spot. I see that I have the right of way, I had come to a complete stop, so I'm proceeding with caution, okay? Now, those are the safety checks, and I went through it rather quickly because I was at the intersection. I didn't want the other driver to wait for me to finish explaining. Now, with regards to steering, you want to basically be able to turn the wheel, hold it in position throughout the turn, and then release the wheel when you finish the turn. So I'm going to make a right-hand turn over here. I'm going into the dedicated right turning lane, and watch my steering wheel for this demonstration. I'm able to turn the wheel, hold it in position, and then release the wheel once I finished the turn. Now that's very important, and with regards to how much you should be turning the wheel, it all depends on the type of turn. So check out this turn right here. I'll make this right-hand turn. As you can see, it's a 90-degree turn, and I'm turning the wheel basically about 75% of a turn. So that was a T intersection where it was just a standard intersection where the turn was a 90-degree angle to turn from one street to the next, making a right-hand turn. And I had to turn the wheel about 75% of a turn. But it all depends on the type of turn and the type of intersection, right? So right now, here's another 90-degree turn, or standard type of intersection. Now that I'm ready to make the right-hand turn, you can see once again, it's about 90% of a turn of the wheel. That's how much I had to turn the wheel, about 90% of a full turn. So it all depends on so many factors when you're making your right-hand turns. So I can't tell you an exact amount to turn the wheel. I will tell you though, that practice does indeed make perfect. So I mean, the more that you practice, the better that you'll be at making those right-hand turns nice and safely and smoothly. Now, with regards to where you should be looking as you're turning, well, when you start your turn, you're looking, sort of in front of the car, but as you're actually turning, you're looking forward in the turn. You're looking throughout the turn. So you're looking ahead of the turn. Right now, once again, I'm making a right-hand turn, going into the dedicated right-hand turn lane. And as you can see, I am now looking ahead in the turn. I looked ahead of where I was headed. I started off by looking directly in front of the car, in the area in front of the car and scanning it, and then I looked ahead in the turn. Now I'm basically just doing a loop, if you couldn't tell, around these streets. I'm basically just continuing to turn right on these same streets over and over and over again. So as you can see, it's a very simple process. You have your safety checks, and then you have your steering, and those are the main things, and then you have where you should be looking throughout the turn. Now, with regards to the safety checks, the reason we signal is to let other drivers know which way we're planning on moving towards. If we signal left, we're planning on either changing lanes to the left, or turning left, or pulling away from the curb if the curb is on your right-hand side, and so forth. If you signal to the right, then obviously drivers are going to think you're going to be doing the equivalent things, but to the right. So you're changing lanes to the right, you're turning, you're making a right-hand turn, you're veering to the right, whatever the case is, or you're pulling over towards the curb if the curb is on your right-hand side. So the reason you signal is to let other drivers know what your plans are. The reason you check your mirrors is to show you what's going on behind your car and beside your car. And then the reason you check your blind spot is to show you exactly what your mirrors can't show you. And that's basically it. In this video, I have gone over the basics for making right-hand turns. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.